I'm trying to say is, either start making actual music, get a fucking job.
I'm at your disposal. I shall follow. Your wish is my command.
Need something?
What brings you here this
To
time?
be the greatest sports gaming franchise of all time. If you don't believe me, think about this. Before FIFA was released in 1993, we had 2 World Wars. And because of the release of FIFA, we haven't had a World War since. This is absolutely it's me. I can't remember what time in my life when I was playing FIFA. I'm not even going as far as to say that prediction. Because I remember CP9. I declared my allegiance to EA. But it's still there. Year after year, EA was consistently releasing hits. Hits. Questionable decisions. The entire team beat my team. Gonna play we're in the journey. And let's just be honest with ourselves. We played that game. Why they kept it going on for 3 years to be on me? That's beside the point. Because despite some setbacks, for the most part, I still enjoy playing these games. It may have been a few broken controllers along the way. That was the sacrifice I was willing to make. Because FIFA.
Ah, what's over
But these last few iterations of the game, especially the one I'm going to be talking about today, are like nothing I've ever seen before. FC25 is a game so disgracefully bad. I genuinely cannot believe that any one of those developers can look at something like this and say to themselves, yeah, it's good. FC25 is the culmination of everything I hate about it. Menu blind. Goddamn. Those are the only 2 things. But a pretty big factor. And I'm going to dive into them a little bit. Because this game personally offended me. And I won't let EA get away with this. So let's get into it. Start with the gameplay. Now, the gameplay in FC25 is tragic. Some of the worst I've seen. There are layers to the level of bad that gameplay can get. Take FIFA 19, for example. The gameplay in that game was also tragic. We were talking lack of headsets, first time finish shots, El Tornadoes to Zlatan at the back post. It was all over the place. But I still put that game into the category of entertainingly bad. Because I was still able to enjoy myself through the absurdity of what that game was. But FC25, this goes into a category I like to call
I'll take you. Time to hunt.
Cycle of yin and yang. Release.
Stay calm now.
Step back. Let me just hit.
Don't worry, that's gonna hurt a lot.
Weakling.
In position. Take this.
Concentrate.
Time to hunt.
There's absolutely no enjoyment to be had here. I played this game consistently for about a good week and a half, and every game I played was filled with sadness and disappointment. I mean, I'm talking an average of 5.2 disappointments per game. That's a 5.2 XD, an insane statistic. Every year, EA come out talking about we're releasing this new and improved AI that's going to revolutionize your gaming experience. Who are you trying to fool? We don't believe you. In fact, I'm going to show some examples of this AI, starting with the goalkeepers. Because at this point, I'm convinced that as the years go on, the goalkeepers become progressively more useless. So it starts off with Ant-Man running down the wing. He crosses the ball in. He gets headed out to Marmouche at the edge of the box. He shoots, and the keeper saves. And so far, everything's looking good. Watch what happens next. The goalkeeper somehow manages to miss the ball, not just once, but twice, and somehow ends the play in this position. And look at this, hands on head. He knows what he did, but wait, not done. This play here starts with St. Maximin on the ball, and he absolutely rips this defender, leaving him doing the half splits. And a second later, he's checking his mirrors. St. Maximin goes on to score, and initially, it may seem like there was nothing wrong with his goal. But if we replay this at a different angle and focusing on the goalkeeper, that's when you'll see it. On what planet, on what universe is this position necessary? What is the goalkeeper trying to do? Push for the cameras? I can't take you serious. There's nary a goal in sight that he's trying to protect. And it's not just me thinking this. Look at the fan reactions. But it's not just the goalkeepers. Watch this.
Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that
Goal kick. Goal kick. Goal kick.
well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that
Goal kick. Goal kick. Goal kick. And the worst showing of gameplay I experienced. So I'm running through on goal. The keeper comes out. I chip him. About to make the score 5-1. And what does my player do? And yes, I left the game after this. And there are so many other examples of bad gameplay I can show you. From bad passing to weird defending. And this is only in the week and a half that I've been playing. Imagine I played this game for a full year. I wouldn't be alive. Do you know how hard it was just to play 15 games of FUT Champions? I used to play 30 games with a smile on my face. And if that doesn't tell you nothing, I'm sorry, buddy. You're lost. But let me chill, because it's not just the gameplay. These menus are getting outrageous. There is just so much here for my eyes to process. Objectives, SBCs, evolutions, packs. It's too much. It's got to a point where I wouldn't even be logging on to play games. I was just logging on because there was an additional 500 SBCs to do every day, with most of them being completely useless in the first place. And this is coming from someone who hates SBCs. If I could, I'd stay away from them altogether. But that's not really an option because they're one of the main ways of getting good cards in this game. Let me just quickly explain the entire cycle of doing these SBCs. So you get some cards, you do an SBC. The cards you get from the SBC rewards aren't good enough. So you put those cards into an SBC. But then the SBC you just did also didn't get good enough cards. So you put those cards into an SBC. So then you rinse and repeat until you get that one good card. And then you realize that that one good card was not actually good enough for you. So then you carry on doing SBCs for the rest of your life until you realize your entire existence was a lie and you jump in the village.
All you've got.
Speaking of cards, why so many? I mean, you can close your eyes for a good 5 seconds and EA would have already released 7 promos. And most of these don't even make any sense. Like, can someone tell me what a future stars icon is? What future are we talking about here? Or maybe the Ballon d'Or cards, who you would expect would only include players who have won a Ballon d'Or, right? So in the 17 players who were awarded this card, there's a grand total of 2 Ballon d'Ors between them. And EA have just continuously released high-rate cards like this, completely destroying the market. I got this Turkey during the League One team of the season, and I was expecting at least 400k. That's not even touching 80. So even endgame looking cards like this are worthless. Finally, I'm gonna talk 400k. He's not even touching 80. So even endgame looking cards like this are worthless. Finally, I want to talk about some of these packs because these are great examples of prime icon levels of finesse. You see, back in my day, packs were normal. I'm talking gold packs, mega packs, ultimate packs, regular stuff, and none of them being over 100k. So tell me why I'm now seeing packs worth over 500k or 4,000 FIFA points. That's 30 pounds. In this economy, outraged. But let me chill. Honestly, I don't know if this game's gonna get any better. Especially because EA is already getting enough money from people willing to spend more than just the initial prices of the games. So all they have to do is carry on releasing new cards and new promos while leaving the gameplay on the back burner. Leaving those of us who actually enjoy playing the games in shambles. Where are we supposed to go now? Yes? You know what to do in that game? Us. Do I have a solution to this reverse evolution of FIFA? Yes. Riots. Wait. Hypothetically.
Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff.
They need to get rid of the Frostbite engine, get rid of the playstyles, and get rid of the speed boost. Online play is so unplayable. Gameplay sucks.
Good day.
Need something?
FC25's gameplay is in its worst state it's ever been, and no patch or promo can fix the mess EA have made. Skill is barely half of the equation to win games. The rest depends on how close you are to the server, broken animations, and the infamous dynamic difficulty adjustments. And if that's not enough to make you smash your controller, you're forced to relearn the meta every year just to survive the sweat-soaked online experience. It's no wonder casual players are ditching Ultimate Team for single-player modes, or quitting the game entirely. None of the shiny new promos, graphics, and stadium customizations matter when the gameplay itself is absolute garbage. In this video, I'll be breaking down exactly why FC25 feels so broken, from its clunky engine and rigid meta, to input delay and the surge in hackers. But before we get started, please leave a like and subscribe to help with the algorithm. And now let's jump into it. On September 27th, 2016, EA made a major shift, ditching the Ignite engine for Frostbite. This brought better lighting, cleaner rendering, and the foundation for the journey. EA's attempt at replicating NBA 2K story mode. That flopped hard. But EA kept updating the Frostbite engine, adding more animations, mechanics, and gimmicks every year. At first, the new engine's evolution was promising. Time finishing, player locks, and slicker animations raised the skill ceiling of FIFA. But with each year the update, gameplay got slower, heavier, and more RNG riddled. By FC24, EA's newly updated Hypermotion 5 brought 11,000 new animations. But FC25 cranked it up to 1.2 million animations. We all know losing a few consecutive 50-50s can have your controller fly out the window. The irony, older FIFAs with fewer animations and less realism had players engaged for longer. At some point, chasing hyper-realism takes away the flavor of the game. Unfortunately, the bloated engine isn't even the worst part about FC25's gameplay. In 2016, EA patented arguably the scummiest system in gaming history: dynamic difficulty adjustments. EA uses AI to analyze your session, your wins, losses, score margins, actions per minute, and silently tweaks things like shot accuracy, tackle success, goalie reactions, and player positioning in-game to keep the game engaging. EA claims it's only in the offline modes, but if you've played FIFA long enough, you know damn well that's a lie. Imagine this: you're on Call of Duty, and little Timmy challenges you to a 1v1. So you load up Rust, equip your intervention, and start wiping the floor with the kid. But the next shot you land is a hitmarker. What? How could this be? Oh, you didn't know. There's a new mechanic where your gun's damage gets nerfed as you dominate the match, so Timmy doesn't feel too bad about himself. If COD ever tried to implement a system like this, the community would start a riot. Yet somehow the FIFA community reluctantly accepted it and just moved on. Nobody wins in a system where results are artificially enhanced for the sake of balancing the game. The better players should win more often than not because they've put more time practicing the game. And the worst player needs to analyze their losses and figure out what their weaknesses are. Over time, DDA has eroded trust and driven players away. But what's worse is that the broken engine and DDA aren't the only forces destroying the gameplay. The beautiful game of football is globally loved, especially for its tactical diversity. From Pep Guardiola's tiki-taka, Jose Mourinho's lightning-fast counterattacks, and the Italian school of ultra-defensive mastery. Each system brings a unique flavor to the game. Unlike its depiction in the recent FIFAs, the meta changes every year, but not in a healthy, balanced way. FIFA 18 and FIFA 20 rewarded park the bus and AI defending that turned the games into trench warfare. On the other hand, FIFA 19, 22, FC 24, and FC 25 swung the pendulum hard in the other direction, favoring constant pressure and hyper-aggression, spamming offside traps, smothering your opponent, and forcing mistakes quickly was the best way to stay competitive. And if you choose not to conform with the meta, good luck, because the game will punish you for going against the most optimal strats. For a sport as fun as football, FIFA's tactical options are shockingly rigid. Let's go back to Call of Duty for a sec and look at Nuketown, for example. SMGs and shotguns dominate the close-quarter areas like inside the houses and by the buses in the middle of the map. Assault rifles have advantages in the mid-range areas and also around the cars. And even snipers have lines of sight from the windows to pick off players. COD supports every playstyle with their smart map design so everyone can enjoy the game the way they want. But for FIFA, staying as close to the meta is the only viable option. Oh, you want to play tiki-taka? Sorry, this year's all about counterattacks. Oh, so you got used to counterattacks in this FIFA? You idiot. The next FIFA is all about holding possession and short passes. Every year, you have to abandon your playstyle and relearn the game from scratch. And that's not all. EA creates a new broken mechanic every single year. One year, it's all about headers. So you stack your team with tall players. Next year, headers are trash. But step-overs and the bridge are OP. Then trivelas and over-the-top through balls become essential for creating chances. And then whatever the hell El Tornado Cross Tour in FIFA 18, man, I still get nightmares about that game. If you like how one FIFA played, you better pray that modding doesn't switch to the other end of the spectrum in the next FIFA. This constant reinvention, mixed with a sluggish engine and rigid meta, pushes casuals out faster than ever before. And the ones still buying the new game burn out earlier in the life cycle. What's left are the sweats that grind this game religiously. How can some of these people be in the elite division of a football game when they haven't even touched grass in years? EA knows player retention dropped off considerably in FC 25, and there's no mystery as to why. The more the game punishes people for playing the way they want to play, the more the player base will diminish, leaving the community ever more sweaty and toxic.
1 HP left. The king won't survive another.
Following order.
King it there.
Wow.
Fancy testing my aim?
The field is clear.
Please don't regret.
Wait. Not close. The blue team is disallowed.
Fall into despair.
The responsiveness of a game as fast-paced and competitive as FIFA is essential for the player's experience. But when your task takes 2 seconds to register in game, you might get a strong urge to destroy your entire gaming setup. Input delay causes missed passes, botched shots, and delayed tackles. Because EA servers are held together with a paperclip and a prayer, you could be running fiber internet with 5G and still experience some input delay. And this isn't new. Everyone has experienced a match where their players are stuck in quicksand while the players are zipping around and intercepting every pass. There are many reasons someone could be experiencing this. Overloaded servers, high ping, and distance to the servers itself. Here's a map outlining all the FIFA servers in the world. If you don't find yourself near one of these points, well, you're shut out of luck. You will definitely experience more input delay compared to an opponent that's closer to the server. You can't time your shots consistently, you can't dribble properly, and God help you if you try to tackle inside your box. This, coupled with heavy animations, causes a lot of headaches for dedicated fans, as they need to slow down their inputs to match the speed of the server. Some of your inputs could be outright ignored if there's a lot going on. It's not just annoying, it's unfair. Competitive integrity goes out the window when half the outcome is based on factors you can't control. Until EA commits to investing into more servers and better infrastructure, the delay won't go anywhere, and neither will the frustration of the community. I've had sessions where I played 2 games of Rivals and immediately turned off my PS5 because the servers are way too heavy. It's insane how EA allowed this level of server degradation for their biggest cash cow.
Fancy testing my aim?
If the engine and the servers weren't enough for you to send your controller into the stratosphere, the growing infestation of cheaters and hackers might push you over the edge. After EA enabled crossplay in FIFA 23, console players and the PC community were able to match each other. But FC25 saw a rampant increase in cheaters and hackers from the PC community, ultimately forcing players to disable crossplay to avoid unfair losses. If you're a native PC user, tough luck, because your entire community is vulnerable to these cheaters with no solution in sight. The hackers could slow your players down to a snail's speed or stop you from moving your players altogether. They also started using soft tags, which are barely noticeable, like auto green time shots, while simultaneously reducing the shot power and pass accuracy of their opponents. These soft tags are harder to notice as their effects are much more subtle in the gameplay. Although EA implemented their anti-cheat system, EA Javelin, in 2022, the number of hackers has been steadily increasing in the last couple of years. It's gotten so bad that EA are considering removing the PC community entirely from crossplay just to mitigate the damage. If you turn on crossplay before playing Foot Champs, you know, the game mode that every single win is critical to get the best rewards, you open yourself up to the risk of losing multiple games in the weekend. Imagine this, you're 14-0 and in the last matchup you get an opponent with a full bronze team. Is this a free win? Your excitement quickly turns to agony as you watch your team stand there like a bunch of cucumbers, while the opponent's bronze striker walks through your entire team and rips the shot straight through your net. And for the cherry on top, he'll just disconnect you cucumbers, while the opponent's bronze striker walks through your entire team and rips the shot straight through your net. And for the cherry on top, he'll just disconnect you to save everyone some time. Wow, how fun and motivating. Honestly, what's the point of cheating in FIFA anyway? Congratulations, you got rank 1 in Foot Champs. You can't hack your way into better rewards, dummy. You're gonna get lukewarm packs just like the rest of us. I would love to see an IP ban for people that have been caught cheating multiple times just to set a standard to deter other idiots from cheating. If you use Chronos or any cheating software, I've linked a job application in the description for your local circus, because undoubtedly you're the biggest clown in the neighborhood. EA has the keys to the world's most beloved sport, but instead of protecting its integrity, they've been milking it to its last penny, and now their carelessness is finally catching up with them. Rather than fixing the bloated engine or investing in better servers, EA has gone all in on what really matters to them, Ultimate Team and selling packs. But here's the thing, if the gameplay is a chore to play, I don't care if I have a full team of icons or Team of the Year players. It's still garbage. Each year, the number of promo teams with higher ratings have been increasing astronomically. In FIFA 19, there were around 120 90-plus rated cards by the end of the game's life cycle. But in FC 25, we've already passed 690-plus rated cards, while still having 4 months left until FC 26 comes out. I wouldn't be surprised if EA released the first 100 rated card in the near future. The hyperinflation of FIFA cards seems like a smokescreen to distract the community from how bad the gameplay actually is. Back in FIFA 18, we were still using gold cards during Team of the Season. Now, if you have a 90 rated team, you're far below average. Let's be totally clear, DVA has to go. It's not rewarding and it teaches players absolutely nothing. Rocket League, CSGO, Valorant, and Call of Duty don't have a system that adjusts variables mid-game. The only thing that gets affected in these games is your elo after a win or loss, which also raises the question, why does EA not let you see your elo until you get to the Elite Division? I've seen many creators have to message their opponents to see what rank they are in Foot Champs or what division they are in Rivals. And the gameplay has been in such a dire strait that the esports community is absolutely dissolving for FIFA. EA is so desperate to get viewers for their esports events that they're bribing Ultimate Team players with packs if they tune in. Here's what I see for the future of FC. The game will continue down the same downward trajectory for a year or two. Then after a significant drop in the player numbers and revenue, the shareholders will start sweating. That's when EA will have to hit the panic button and listen to the community complaints. Hopefully, some real competition from other football games like eFootball and UFL can light a bigger fire under EA to get their act together. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think is the biggest issue plaguing FC25's gameplay? Do you like the game speed and the meta of FC25? Also, are there any topics that you want me to touch on in a future video? Drop a comment down below because I would love to see everyone's responses. We'll be ending the video on that note, and if you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.
You cannot stop me.
Go!
Go play.
After this, I can go home, right?
Cross the line and you get shot. Justice is served.
I see a chance. Go.
FC25 isn't just struggling, it's spiraling. Viewership is down, player numbers are tanking, and EA is scrambling with every promo to stop bleeding. What used to be the king of soccer games now feels like a glorified casino wrapped in the same team's kit. In this video, we're diving into the desperate tactics EA's been using, it's backfiring, and how they've completely lost.
Damn. Not disappointed.
The last couple of years have been a nightmare for EA. The community interest in FIFA has been steadily declining for 7 years, with FC25 seeing a whopping 95% drop in Twitch followers compared to FIFA 18. For a franchise this big, that's catastrophic. This has hit EA where it hurts the most, their wallets. On January 22nd, 2025, EA slashed their revenue forecast for quarter one by up to $800 million, causing their stock to plummet by 19% in a single day. And that's not all. A few years ago, EA was dragged into the UK Parliament to defend their self-proclaimed surprise mechanics. You know, the totally not gambling loot boxes.
Of course, we don't call them boxes. I think that it's something that's been part of toys for years, whether it's Kinder Eggs or Hatchimals.
Aw, how innocent. EA damn well gave themselves this plus with the way they danced around the judicial pressure. Their big solution? Previewable premium gold and silver packs that you can look inside before purchasing. In their right minds is opening a silver pack in this economy. Even when the game comes out, a silver pack is never useful. Who's opened a silver pack? And of course, absolutely none of the good packs in the store are previewable. The pressure by the courts, shareholders, and the fed-up player base has EA turning up the money siphoning machine to the maximum.
Why?
You cannot stop me.
Now that we covered the external heat that EA's been facing, their wild decisions in FC25 start making a little bit more sense. With the player base shrinking and the revenue projections tanking, EA decided to hit the panic button. On November 8th, 2024, EA dropped a promo that nobody asked for. Ballon d'Or card. Of the year, the real cash cow, where people drop thousands of dollars hoping to pack one shiny blue card. Then came the second desperation play, the free 90 rated Zidane for anyone who played FC25 before February 24th. And if you played FC24, you got a free Evo that boosted Zidane to 94.
Y'all done complaining yet? We gave y'all a free suit.
Never in FIFA's history have we seen meta-level icons like Zidane given out for free. Same as a loan-only promo that shifted the power curve this much this early in the game. EA was clearly trying to get creative to drag people back and pad those engagement numbers for the shareholders. But unfortunately for EA, that didn't work. The stock still dropped 19%, shaving off billions of dollars from their market cap. The main factors that make an item valuable is the rarity, usefulness, and hype. And if everyone has the same shiny thing, it's just not special anymore. And that's exactly what's happening with FC25. In the past FIFAs, packing a meta card felt like hitting the lottery. You would do backflips if you packed a good card, but people grew tired of grinding the game to be shafted by rewards. EA heard the community complaints.
It's too hard to pack good cards. I'm sinking too much money for shit rewards.
I had to sell my firstborn child for packs, EA.
So EA responded, oh, okay, y'all want good cards, huh? Here's 1,000. We quickly found out that that was a massive mistake. Now there's too many promo cards, evos, and guaranteed packs that the market feels completely watered down. Don't get me twisted. The top dogs like Holland, Cruyff, and R9 are still ultra rare, but the cards a tier or two below them act like complete fodder. EA's game plan was to oversaturate the market with good cards so everyone has a decent team, but reduce the chances of packing an ultra meta card even more than before. That's why every new promo, 80% of the cards hit rock bottom prices immediately, and then there are those 3-4 meta cards that are going for above 1 million coins. There's never been a time in FIFA where you get this many guaranteed packs and picks from rewards.
Oh, here's some diamond. Are you dumb? You literally know how old he is. I don't care. I still can't fathom the fact that he was born in 2003. I don't care how logical it is. He was actually born in 2005, guys. He's actually just gaslighting you. Not like he's 22 or anything.
Wow.
Like, why are we 6 years apart? How do you consent to this? Like, I could have been born in 2009, but nah. 2010? I was literally just a month away from being born. In 2009, the year I loved so dearly. It's like so tragic. Like, guys, I should have been born in December because what? Germany. Nazi Germany isn't Germany.
We've got this. Let's reel it in.
Oh, this is gonna be tragic, isn't it? It's gonna be
The same
tragic.
thing. Nazi Japan is Japan, but everyone's looking past Japan being part of the Nazi party, but we can't look past Germany being part. Well, at that makes sense, but that's not the point.
All right.
If we can put Japan really pound behind them, because Germany's outrageous pound behind them. You notice how I call Japan crazy, but I call Germany's like outrageous. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. Hey, Tia. She's so silly. Okay, well, you don't gotta do all that. Ow, you hooked me, Tia.
I gotta be perfect. Oh my god.
Chad, take better care of your nails.
I need to be perfect.
Hooked it.
Okay, guys. My safety is not it.
I've got this.
Got one. Like how? Dude, there had to be cheating.
Alright, give it all you've got.
They're literally cheating. Hey, it's like they're literally cheating. Stop lying. They're basically cheating.
Yeah, no. No, I don't want to retard. And Tia, can you please learn how to, like, deal with your race better? I don't want to play that song though.
Got one.
Well, look, I tried. So I did what I had to.
Oh my goodness, hear me out on this song. It's not because Kaido's in it, right? I actually feel bad for my brother. I basically just called him an old man. It's okay. You know, maybe, actually, I need to tell him that maybe I overreacted a little. Maybe a little. Best friend, I think I only overreacted a little.
Good morning, manager. Congratulations
I
on
definitely-
winning
I
the
definitely-
ultimate angler competition.
I
What do you
told you
think?
so. Night fishing, huh? A bunch of old folks think we can outlast the young ones. They're in denial about
There
their
was no
age.
reason. I need to copy that. Show me that second one. Give me that second one. No.
I'll give it to you. Well, I actually stole it from
Wow.
No, what was that text Okido just said?
Jingyi, you're here so early.
I saw
Is
that.
the submarine's
I believe
investigation
what?
already finished up?
Sorry.
Yes,
Shit.
I'm here to inform Mr. McDunn of the results.
We were just about to address that, Wise. Since
In short, we discovered a large quantity of jewelry in the submarine. And in addition, we also found a painting inside. Rolled after expert analysis, the painting has been identified as a work by Kay Felshen, and it appears to belong to you.
belongs to me,
Well, there is an inscription on the back.
at my age, did you take a photo of the painting?
Here you go.
I can't see it with my...
We can't bring the original painting, but we can make a copy and give it to you.
Wait, that's a work by a legendary artist.
The lighthouse is for use, while the painting is for viewing. How many people can see it if it's kept in your so-called art gallery or evidence storage room every day?
Yes, you're right. Since it's a promotional poster for the lighthouse, should we write something on it?
Writing? Just write, welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna pause. Where's my other phone? There it is. Is it dead? Oh my god! Best friend. I'm so dumb. Yeah, we acquired the charger. Now what do? We actually remember that we need our laptop for tomorrow, so we don't even use it to charge phone.
Look, I already won the whole thing. Yeah. How am I? Bruh. Bruh. I'm not doing all that. Man, you. Okay. No one's doing all that.
Restaurant, I literally almost forgot to charge my laptop on a test.
I forget to want to exist.
Wait, what's that?
What do you mean, what's that?
What's wanting to exist?
Not what wanting to exist.
That's some sick joke, right?
Some sick joke is crazy way.
I've been joking about that. Like, that has to be some sick joke. Anyone who's happy about this thing, they're obviously too dumb to feel real emotion. They're too dumb to realize that even when they're happy playing with Jimmy and John, that it could be there's something much greater than that, and that's not existing.
Depression is so easy. Yeah, depression is so easy, say.
Yeah, tell me why that my Muta is still talking about that one school. Look, I'm not a gooner, but that one frame almost made me lose my combo. I'm tired of being on my screen and so distracting me so.
How you gonna force me back to, you know what, Kirso? Where even is, not you, where is, fine, I guess, whatever.
I love Batman, guys. That's my favorite part of the song. I'd say that. No, we all needed to know that it still wasn't in here.
I'm tired of the artists.
Chad, you just speaking out for nothing. Nice. Sir, I can't tell if I'm getting better at this game or if this song is just easy.
Getting
or if
better.
I'm crazy.
Not, you're getting better.
If I still got like a 50, yeah. Well, it's a 63.50, so I'm gonna say this song's a tad bit easy. I'm not getting better though.
Anything modded, you know where to find me. Have a good one. Please, come again.
Oh my gosh, but snowman. Blah. Salad boys? Hear me out. Any kind of song. Actually, hear me out, Kaido. You know, actually, out of all of my figures, he's one of my favorites, and I actually think he put him together.
Ingredients are the freshest in the morning. Come, have a bowl of noodles. Oh, not to your liking. Next time I'll have something that better suits your taste.
Ah. That hurts from looking. Why does C equal standard, bro? Oh, wow. Chat, I can play 1,000 Years Solo on Extreme, Extra Extreme now. Best friend, so I try Extreme or Extra?
Just extreme.
Extra?